We often talk about celebrities getting plastic surgery on this channel, and generally we speak more about women than men. However, a lot more men get plastic surgery than you might expect. They just hide it better. And at number 10, Christian Bale. Christian Bale is known for his intense dedication to his roles, and he's been known to physically transform many times to support his performances, the most notable of which saw him lose 62 pounds in 4 months for his role in The Machinist. When he got the part of Patrick Bateman in American Psycho, he decided to get plastic surgery to look perfect. Although he liked the look of them, Bale felt that his teeth were not right for the character, so he had them changed before filming. He told The Guardian in 2000, quote, "I liked my old teeth, I have a molding of them on my shelf, but with Patrick Bateman, his physicality is much more important than with most characters. I looked at myself in the mirror and it just wasn't right. I was warned that if I got caps I could get a lisp, and you might still be able to tell in a close-up. So I thought, I like my teeth, but I'm not so attached to them that I'm going to ruin this whole movie because I refuse to get them done." So even though there was no actual reason to do so, Bale got the painful process of getting his teeth redone. And at number 9, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise shocked fans recently when he stepped out looking more puffy than ever, but after a close investigation, it's clear that there have been subtle changes in Cruise's appearance for years now. It's long been rumored that he had a nose job early in his career, but in 2012 he told Playboy, quote, "I haven't and never would." Although his good friend, Cuba Gooding Jr., put some cracks in that statement when he later insisted that Tom Cruise absolutely had work done. Cuba told a US TV show, quote, "I don't know what he's had done, but I remember I surprised him at his house one day and he had all of those dots all over his face. These dots are common for facial procedures so doctors can map out what exactly they want to do to the face. However, there is a chance that he had a consultation done, but never went through with the work." Then more recently at a baseball game, his face looked very full and puffy. Since it didn't look like he gained weight in an appearance later that month, it's clear he got some sort of Botox and filler. And at number 8, Howard Stern. Even though Howard Stern's voice is his main asset, he still decided to go under the knife to improve his looks. In the 90s, he felt he was the king of all media, not just radio, and felt he should invest in himself by amping up his appearance. He chose to invest in himself, undergoing a rhinoplasty to remove the bump on his nose, and liposuction to diminish the fat under his chin. He's only admitted to those 2 procedures, but it's been rumored that he's had much more done, maybe even a facelift. Either way, he looks great for his age, so whatever he's done has worked. And at number 7, Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons has been rocking with the band Kiss for decades, and obviously that kind of lifestyle is bound to take a toll on the body. Simmons claimed to have never gotten drunk or high in his career, and so he's actually in better shape than most. But as he got older, he decided it was time to change things up, and thankfully he has shared the work he's had done with the public. In 2007, he and partner Shannon Tweed openly got his and hers facelifts. It's also been reported that he's gotten Botox and even eyelid surgery, which is another common anti-aging procedure. Although he's gotten some work done, Simmons says he does not recommend any of his fans to get work done. He said, quote, "I don't recommend anything that I've had done to anyone. Just because I order something off the menu doesn't mean you should. Order whatever makes you happy. Everybody's journey should be a personal choice." And at number 6, Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone is one of those celebrities that have been frozen in time. No matter how many years passes, he still looks as good as ever. Despite recently turning 75, he truly does not look a day over 50. Because of this, many fans assume he's had some subtle work done, and they would be right. But probably not the type of work that you might expect. Stallone was born with a health condition that destroyed the nerves on the left side of his face. To fix these, he went under the knife many times to make his face symmetrical, but the surgeries were never able to fix it entirely, and he was known to be photographed on his right side so it was less noticeable. As he got older, the issue came back, and he tried to fix it once again with a facelift. Stallone spoke about his surgery to People, saying, quote, "People see this scar and think I've had a facelift. What they don't notice is that I don't have a scar over here by my right ear. What do they think? That I could only afford to do half of my face? Sure, why not do it? You have bodywork done on your car." Although he's owned up to the facelift, fans speculated that he must have had more work done to look so good. Halfway at number 5, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This one was definitely the most shocking to me, although I guess it's safe to assume the world's highest paid actor would spruce up his looks if he felt he needed to. Although Johnson has not gotten the traditional procedures of Botox or a nose job, or at least he isn't admitting to getting those. Since The Rock trained so much, he's put in a ton of work to get his rock hard physique. He encountered a common issue called gynecomastia, alopecia. It is a condition that results in the enlargement of the male chest through fatty deposits. So basically he developed man boobs. Since that was not the most appealing thing on screen, The Rock decided to have gynecomastia reduction surgery, which removed the excess fat from his breasts. Johnson was totally open and upfront about the surgery and his aesthetic motivations. And at number 4, Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay is known for his famous scowl, which I guess adds quite a few wrinkles to the celebrity chef's face. After years of being pressured to make a change in his appearance, he finally went through with it and got some work done. Apparently his good friend Simon Cowell encouraged it, but his kids making fun of his wrinkles was the last straw. When talking about the procedure, he said, quote, "I've got 4 children and they'd say, 'Dad, why do you have so many wrinkles on your face when Clementine's daddy has no wrinkles?' Then another time he said, quote, 'I woke up in the morning and Matilda, my daughter, was trying to squeeze pound coins in there.'" Poor man. In the end, he opted for laser surgery rather than Botox. However, he's since been suspected of getting everything from facelifts to hair transplants. He later stated he was never getting another procedure again. His kid was putting coins in his face. And at number 3, MGK Hair Transplant. This one is a little known procedure, but it made a huge difference in MGK's appearance. Back in the day, Coulson used to speak about his thin hair, and he consulted with his hairstylist to come up with ways that he could make his hair look thicker. Apparently, the stylist told him the best thing was to get a hair transplant. We aren't sure when exactly the change took place, but looking back on his old photos versus now, there's a massive difference. Before, his hair was a lot thinner and his hairline was farther back on his forehead. It looks like he underwent a hair transplant procedure where a plastic surgeon took hair from another part of the body and put it on his head. This process can take 3 to 10 sessions, which must be done months apart, according to Healthline. Each session costs from $4,000 to $15,000. And at number 2, Jeff Bezos. Since becoming the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos has clearly taken more of an interest in his looks, and it's clear that he's gotten some work done. Shortly before he went to space with his crew, it was clear he had recently made a big change for the day. Dr. Corey L. Hartman, a dermatologist in Alabama, told the Daily Beast, quote, "It's such a drastic change." To poke fun at the change, Hartman posted to Instagram saying, quote, "We see you, Jeff. Next time get the filler a month earlier so that the swelling has time to die down. Keeps people like me out of your business." In general, his face looks more plump and even more swollen. The most noticeable change is his smoother skin and plumper lips. It's been speculated that he got Botox in his forehead, potentially a small facelift, or filler in his cheeks, then filler in his lips. And finally, number 1, Elon Musk. Doctors are convinced that the billionaire Tesla owner got a hair transplant at some point in his career. When we look back at old photos of him when he was in his 20s, it's clear that his hair was thinning a lot, and he was even balding on a large portion of his head. Now it's completely the opposite, and his hair is very thick. Since it is impossible for hair to grow back after falling out, doctors are certain that he got the hair transplant. Hair loss can be delayed or prevented with the use of special or proper treatment, but hair cannot regrow without an operation. Since he's become a more prominent figure in mainstream media, it makes sense that he would want to look his best and portray an image of being younger than he actually is. So that's all for the list. Let me know your thoughts below, but before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments from top 10 celebrities exposed by people they trusted. AJ said, "So why is it difficult for these very wealthy celebrities to pay the people who are literally doing everything to keep them famous? I don't understand why they treat people so badly, and it's gonna come out now, especially with TikTok. I love that we get that now." Vil said, "All that's glitter isn't gold. We are human at the end of the day, but it doesn't give you the right to be that entitled. Remember where you came from." Absolutely agree. Sheila said, "So why does Kim Kardashian's assistant look like she wants to be an A-lister?" I think that's exactly what happened. She went on from being Kim's assistant to being like an influencer or something. Definitely a little sketchy, but I mean that's exactly what Kim did. Kim was Paris's friend, assistant, and then became who she is now, so I mean, it definitely works. Alright guys, that's all for the list today. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and we'll catch you in the next one.